my name is Feiling. I'm a Scandinavian weaver and textile artist, and I've been in residence at the Corvallis Art Center from November 2021 into February 2022. So during my time at this residency, I've completed 2 pieces. The first I completed in November, and that was 27 hand towels, which I have since cut apart and distributed to other people so that they can maintain their function and not just an art object, which is functional in theory. And the second being 9 wall hangings and table runners, which I will be showing at the final exhibition. However, I will not be cutting them apart and showing them as 9 individual pieces. Instead, I will be showing them as one long 10-meter long piece as it has come off the loom. I will be doing so because I feel that really shows the monumental task that is weaving. It took me 2 months to make those 10 meters of cloth. The first month, which was December, I spent setting up the loom, making the warp, threading it, everything that goes into it, and then in January I just did a whole lot of weaving, like every day, every week, maybe not every day, but close to every day. And it was a lot of effort, and I really want to make that effort visible. So as a whole for this exhibition, I'll really be diving more into process rather than product. So I have been thinking a lot conceptually about how process, and more particularly the movements of weaving, can be a way to connect not only over distance to people from other places, in my case my relatives, but also as a way to connect over time to people who have been doing the same thing for thousands of years. And I find that quite interesting and exciting, so I'd like to kind of reveal my thinking about that through the exhibition. So during this residency, I've not only been making a lot of work, but we've been learning a lot about business. And I think the thing that I learned the most really was just the rhythm and the cycle of being a working artist. I don't know. I suppose that I was thinking about it you make the work, you market the work, you sell the work, repeat, and it's just kind of a 1, 2, 3. But it's not really like that. It's like a cyclical thing where you are constantly making work and marketing work and selling work all at the same time. And I think that the biggest lesson I learned is A, it's hard to juggle, but B, I think I have a better handle on how to juggle all of that and really what goes into making a life as an artist viable. So for that I'm quite grateful, but it's definitely something that I'll be honing for many, many years to come. So following this residency, I plan on doing a lot more research and experimenting on band weaving techniques, which I was doing prior to this residency. And I'd like to really dive deep into different techniques, patterns, materials, because I plan on developing a series of band weaving workshops, which I would like to release over the summer. I've yet to 100% decide where or what form this is going to take, but it's really been a goal of mine for quite some time to be able to teach other people how to weave, and I think band weaving is very accessible, so I'm really excited to kind of learn as much as I can so I can teach as much as I can going forward.
Hello, I'm Barnett. I'm one of the artists in residence at the Art Center this year. This is my exit video. I came into the residency wanting to transition into painting at a more professional level, and this residency allowed me to take that jump. I wanted to transition into a new body of work using oil and cold wax instead of acrylic, especially focusing on my handmade pigments from rocks and minerals found around Oregon. I have been interested for a long time in making my work more place-based in order to connect fully with the ecosystem that's around me. And I'm leaving the residency with clarity in the paintings that I make and the kind of art practice that brings me a lot of joy, as well as more confidence in my skills. Through this residency, I've been learning a lot about natural pigment making and have a long way to go, but it's been awesome to be able to explore that more in depth.
Hi, my name is Jessica Rayfield. I'm an artist, a painter, drawer, illustrator, and an author after this residency. I've been with the Artist Accelerator program since this November, and I've been working on a book illustration project with my first illustration author project to compose and illustrate a book primer for Yiddish vocabulary, a project of mine that was developed coming through the pandemic, learning Yiddish as a personal project, and then with the realization that during this moment in American and global politics, the Jewish American community is seeing a resurgence in anti-Semitism, as well as globally a resurgence in anti-Semitism across the world. So I felt compelled to write and illustrate this book with the idea that if people can access Yiddish as a language that isn't seen as a past or a previous language, but a living language, they may have some understanding and respect more for Jewish identity, and in Jewish American communities, people will be able to access the language of their ancestors. This project has become a very exciting project for me. I have a lot of interest from different organizations in seeing this book published. So that's happened during this residency, and I've been allowed the time and the space to work on this book illustration project through being an artist with the Artist Accelerator program. One of the things that was very valuable for me as an artist in this program was the open studios, where I got to show this work to people coming through the Arts Center in Corvallis. It was very helpful for me to have the responses from people seeing this work in person, many of whom are actually people with Jewish heritage, and so that was a very welcome surprise to have them come through, see the work, and see their responses. A lot of positive response and interest in seeing this project come to fruition. Another thing that this artist residency afforded me was the space to do this work, and I'm going to just pivot slightly so you can see I've been able to use this space in the residency to do, there's one of my paintings, to do the storyboarding process, wherein I have used the walls here that are magnetic, you can see behind me, to be able to position my drawings and sketches for each of the pages of this book with, and pair them with more formal or finalized versions, and then to also match the text to the painting. So that's been very useful and helpful during this residency. So I'd like to say thanks for the space and also for the time and the open studio in which I got to share this work with the public. Another benefit of this artist residency was the process during which I was able to really discover my own resourcefulness as an artist in reaching out to multiple people to get feedback, peer reviewing, as well as editing and help with the draft of this book. Also reaching out to organizations across the state, in Oregon, and the country, all the way to New York, to find both people who support and are interested in finding this project come to fruition with the book publishing. So just being able to really fully flex as an artist who is resourceful, and seeing that that's something that I've really noticed that's come out of this residency time, is that I am good at gathering resources and finding people who believe in my work and who would also like to be a part of the project. So that's been a really nice realization during this time. One other benefit of the Artist Accelerator program that I have experienced is that we have had opportunities to share this work with the public. So I'm very excited about our exhibition, the final exhibition for the artists in residence, that we get to participate in and have the opportunity to show our work to the public in the gallery that's upstairs in the Arts Center. We'll be able to also offer our perspectives on our work as a group and individually during an artist talk. So those are some great features that this artist program has offered to its artists in residence. Thank you.